Right, here we are back in Excel, and we're going to look at a few of the options we have in our View tab, specifically the various window options that we have. Okay, so I'm going to just go through some of these so that you know what they are, what they mean. So if we are in our View tab, there it is there, and we got new window, sorry, in my window group, okay. New window, arrange all, freeze pane, split, hide and unhide. This hide and unhide is sneaky. You'll see why in a minute. So let's see. What would happen if you have like a really big screen, okay, and you want to work on this file, but you want to work in maybe two different worksheets at the same time? That's possible with new window. I can open up this file in another Excel window simply by clicking new window. Right, so it's opened up a new window. Here it is here. Okay, and you can see it actually has the number 2 on it. When I click over there, it's actually got a, where is it? Where did it go? There it is. There's a little number 2. Okay, that means that's the second window. So I've got 2 windows available here. Let's have a look here. So here you can see it's a very small screen, but it's just to show you I've got 2 windows now of the same file. So I can go and click on reps on this one. I can work on the reps worksheet on this file here, and I can then work on the sales one here. Do you see? So it's the same file, 2 different places. I'm working in them at the same time on the same file. That's pretty darn cool. To fix that, I can just close the one window and then go back to the other one. So that's what a new window does. So you can have multiple windows open on the same file. Then I have the split feature. Okay, so the split tool works like this, and this gets a little bit crazy. So I click on split, and you can see it splits it into these quadrants here. And I can take my mouse and I can split it like going up or down, left or right. Okay, yeah, or like I could just do the whole thing, which is pretty crazy. So I could go there, and that creates 4 quadrants which work independently of each other. So there you can see I can click here and I can scroll, and I can work on this split over here, or I can split it over there. So again, if you have a good size screen and you know which areas you want to work with, you can split your windows. That's pretty easy. Just click on it to take it away again. Arrange all is if you have a whole lot of windows open, like maybe 3 windows of the same file, and you have a nice size screen. You click on arrange all and it just arranges them on the screen for you. I look like a mime artist, like I'm gonna sorry if you it's a strangers, all of them on the, I keep doing this and it's like getting to me, sorry guys. Okay, so arrange all arranges all the windows on the screen. Okay, there you go, try it out. Hide is an interesting one. Now watch what this does. Okay, watch. Click on hide, it's gone. It's like it's gone, there's nothing there. Okay, there's nothing there, and like Excel disappears, everything disappears. It is insane. So I'm just going to bring Excel. I just open up Excel here from scratch, and I'm going to go back to View, and I'm going to click. You can see there's nothing. I'm going to click Unhide, and there you go. I can unhide this workbook. So I don't know the purpose of the hide and unhide. To me, it just confuses everybody, but that's what it does, and now you know how to unhide it. Okay, so just be careful with that one. Freeze panes. This is a very handy one, guys. This one I like, and I'll show you why. Freezing the panes. So I'm going to just go through the 3 options that you have. Okay, freeze panes, freeze top row, freeze the first column. I'm going to do freeze top row because that's the easiest one, and it does what it says. Freeze the top row. Click top row. Row number 1 stays in place. Everything else scrolls underneath it. Cool. That's easy. Back to freeze panes and unfreeze, and then everything's back to normal. Now watch what the other one does. If I go to here, okay, this one over here, so I'm in cell B4, and I go freeze panes, then everything above and to the left of the cell that I was in is frozen. So as you can see, row number 1, 2, and 3 do not move, and column A does not move. Do you see that? Okay, so that's what freeze panes does. That's actually really handy if you want to freeze a particular bit of your worksheet and let the rest scroll. Very handy when looking at things, marks or statistics or things like that. So freeze panes, and you just say unfreeze to go back to normal. And of course, the last one was freeze the first column. Just like freeze the top row, this one freezes column A. Column A stays frozen, everything else scrolls up and down. And that's what you have with freeze panes. Arranging all, which we did our mime artist impression, and hiding, bad idea, splitting if you've got a good size screen, and of course then working in a new window. You can have more than one window open working on the same worksheet, or multiple worksheets in the same workbook. And there you go, those are all of your window options. One more thing I wanted to show you guys, here in the show group, I'm still in view, I'm in show, and it's these three: grid lines, headings, and formula bar. Now, as you can see, grid lines are the default lines that you see when you open up any Excel workbook or you start a new one altogether. It's these lines here. You can take them away if you don't want to see them by simply deselecting grid lines. I'm on view, grid lines, just take them off and they're gone. I like the grid lines because you kind of know where you are and where you're going to type in data. So it does help. But sometimes you do want them off because you've already got borders, for example, like this. And then you've got borders and you don't need the grid lines. So that's what the grid lines on and off does. Then we have headings. Headings is simply just the column headers and row numbers. I take that off there. The column headers and row numbers disappear so that they're not in the way if we don't need them for the purpose of looking at the worksheet. If you want them back, you can switch them back on by putting headings back on. And of course the formula bar, if you're not working in a worksheet and it's just for viewing, you can take the formula bar completely away, take the headings away, take the grid lines away, and there you are just looking at the data, not so much editing and formatting it. And that's what these three options in the show group are for, and that's in the view tab.